Hello, Ranger Point Precision friends and family. Pat here with another quick tech tip. This one is about our ModStock. Our ModStock is exactly that, modular, and it's highly adjustable. You can do all sorts of adjustments with this thing to make it fit you and your optics setup. Now this right here is one of my favorite whitetail hunting rifles. This is my Marlin Dark 336. It's chambered in 30-30. And if you'll notice, I've got an LPVO on here. This LPVO is sitting as low as possible. I know lots of guys like to run AR height stuff just because they'll buy a scope and it comes with a set of rings. Well, no, we like to keep them as low as possible. But then sometimes you do have to deviate and go a little higher. What you can see on this one is the body of my thermal is a little bit bigger. So to get my scope in the center line of it, I had to run some higher rings. And right here is our riser. This riser is an option that you could purchase separately, and this riser will give you a cheek weld to get your eye up into the center of this optic. And if you're one of the guys that are worried about weight, even then at that, when you put this little accessory panel in the 6-round quiver and 6 rounds in it, it's just a very minimal amount of weight. So you get more functionality, more adjustability, and better end user comfort. So now how do we adjust this? On the back side, we've got 4 Allen set screws. These 4 Allen set screws just need to be loosened just a little bit. If you take them all the way out, make sure not to lose the Belleville washers underneath. Those Belleville washers need to go back. Those are what give these screws the bite to keep your stock held in place. But to adjust it, all we need is a 5/32 Allen key. And just because we're hosting this on YouTube, yes, it is a tool. And yes, this is a gun, but we're not modifying anything. All this does is makes it more comfortable for our end user. And more comfort equals more safety. Safety is something that is in all of our best interest, whether you're pro or anti-gun. So now let's go ahead and get to adjusting this. All 4 of our screws are now loose, so let's go ahead and find where this thing sets on me. You can see we've got it all the way down. Now it's all the way up. So this thing can be nested in your shoulder in any orientation. So here we go. Keep in mind that this optic is as low as I can get it. And right there is what I feel is a good alignment. So let's just go ahead and just the opposite of loosening. It's righty-tighty. Let's go ahead and throw a little bit of torque on these things. You don't have to go stupid. Like I said, there is a Belleville washer underneath. And these little T-handles, they flex quite a bit more than you'd think. So it kind of limits the amount of torque. But that right there is just enough. Let's go ahead and confirm. Yes, I dig it. So let's go ahead and check out this higher setup here. This one right here is my Henry X Model 4570. As far as I'm concerned, this is the ultimate day/night hunting rig here. I love hunting with lever guns, period. And this thing right here is a great deal of fun. On the front of here, I have a Pulsar FXG50. This is a thermal. Now this thermal is a little fatter bodied, and it basically makes me have to bring my optic up to look through the center of this. So I did have to use a set of higher rings. These are from Warren, made in America solid rings. I've got a Zerotech 1/6x24 on here. About 3.5 power is perfect. But now we did mention that we've got a higher optic setup. Well, our optional cheek riser is perfect for that. I know lots of guys run AR height stuff just because they'll buy an optic and it comes with a cantilever. That's not exactly right. It'd be better if you bought a lower set of rings, but just in case you have to run those higher rings, let's go ahead and look at our cheek riser. So now let's go ahead and look through this thing, and right there you can see got a nice cheek weld. My cheekbone sitting right there on it. I'm looking dead through the middle of the scope, and it works out really well. So this one adjusts exactly the same as the previous one with the 4 set screws in the back. Just because brand name changes doesn't mean the stock changes like that. And as for your length of pull here, this is very much the same as a Henry factory stock. But for you guys that need a little bit extra length of pull, you can take this butt pad off and we have extensions that are available. Those extensions are available extra at a little bit of an extra cost, but you can stack them onto the back of it and add length of pull as you need it. And both of these ModStocks are equipped with the optional accessory panel. The accessory panel gives you some M-lock slots and QDs for a sling. You can see right here is our quick detach for a sling. Also on those, we have got our 6-round quivers. I love being able to just have my rounds right here on the gun. I just pull them out, load them right into the rifle, and then of course when I'm done, I can just unload them and put them right back. Works out really nicely. And now if you don't want to run the accessory panel and you want to use a QD, right here in the bottom we've got a quick detach slot. So you can use a QD right here in the bottom. And of course, even further than that, we have got a standard swivel stud that can be screwed in right here. This is 10/32. You just screw one in, and you can use a standard sling. Thanks for tuning in to another Ranger Point Precision Tech Tip. We'll see you next time.